Hi everybody, really quick maths video today. We're going to be looking at more reasoning questions with our double digits. We're getting more confident with the fluency, so that's using our column method. If you're still not too sure, feel free to look at previous videos. Look at yesterday's video, look at Monday's video, and feel free to look at the previous week's videos. I'm not really going to be going through the procedure of doing the multiplication because I'd be at risk of repeating myself, but this is looking at more to do with our reasoning. So, can you spot any errors here? So pause the video, can you spot any? Okay, so what I would do, if this was me, I would be working this question out. I would be doing, first of all, I would remember I'm doing 2, 5, 3, 4 multiplied by 3, 2, 5, 3, 4 multiplied by 20. So, first of all, I'm going to do 3 times 4 is, of course, 12. That's correct. 3 times 3 is 9. But actually, I need to be adding this 1. So that should have a 0 there. And we're going to be carrying a 1. 3 times 5 is, of course, 15. But I've got to add my 1 now. So that is now 16. 3 times 2 is, of course, 6. Add 1 is the 7. So I think that is correct so far. Now, I'm going to my next one. So now I've got 2 times 4 is 8. Ooh. 2 times 4 is 8, but 20 times 4 is 80. So we need to remember that placeholder, because 2 times 4 is 80. So actually everything needs to jump over one set. 2 times 4 is 80. So now we've got 80. 2 times 3 is 6. 5. 2 times 5 is, of course, 10. And 2 times 2 is 4. Add the 1 is 5. So that's correct. And then we need to add them up. Now, here is the corrections. Now, I'm not going to show you how to add them up because you showed us all. Well done if you got those. So, this question here is another really good reasoning question. What I need to do is, I've got 9. Oh, I'm not going to tell you. Pause the video, work it out. And then once you're ready, unpause the video and I will go through it with you. So I'm going to do 9 times something equals 72. Now I could write down my 9 times table if I wasn't sure. Remember, you can always practice on times table rock stars. But I know that 9 times 8 is, of course, 72. So I know that that is 8. Now I'm doing 6 times 8. What is 6 times 8? 6 times 8 is 48. So, quite a difficult one here. So we know it's 48. I'm going to put that there. 9 times 2 is 72. So, I need to get my 8. Whoa. I need to get my 8. And I'm going to add on 7. Because I've got my 7 here. So I've got 6 times 8 is 48. And I'm going to add on 7. And that is going to leave me with 55. So I put my 5 down. Carry my 5. Now I'm doing 8 times a mystery number is 9. Ends in a 9. But actually when I add 5 to it, it ends in a 9. So 8 times something is going to end in a 4. 8 times what ends in a 4. 8 times 8 is 64. So we know that this is an 8 because 8 times 8 is 64. Add my 5 is my 9. Is 69. That's my 69. Now I'm going to do 8 multiplied by 2 is 16. Add on my 6 is, of course, 22. Well done. It can be quite complicated, but that's absolutely fine. Working through it slowly. Now, we've got our placeholder here. So now 2 times 9 equals 18. So we've got our 8 there. and we'll work through that. So then all we need to do, we need to add them up. 2 times 2 add nothing is 2. 5 add 8 is 13. That's correct so far. 9 add 3 is 12. Add 1 is 13. 2 add 7 is 9. Add 1 equals 10. And there's a 1 there. And then 2 add 5 is 7. Add 1 is 8. Well done if you got that. There were some very complicated steps in there, especially the bits in the middle when we're looking at having to take away those bits. But if you're struggling with these sorts of questions, please don't panic. That was very complicated. Here's our answer here. So what I want you to do is I want you to work out what the value of the highlighted number is in each of these calculations. This is for 1 chili. What is the value? So for example, the value of the 5 in here is 5,000. Each of these, 1 through 8. Number 2, answer the following questions by completing the appropriate 4-digit by 2-digit multiplications. So read the worded questions and then work out the answers. And for our 3 chili, I would advise you to pause this and answer it because we've got a few of these questions. I think we've got about 4. So pause it, try and work it out. Kirsty can only use the digits 1, 2, 3 in this calculation. The result must have so the answer must have the digit 5 in it. So this is the multiplication. If I drew that there, the answer is going to have a 5 in here somewhere. What could Kirsty's number be? Yeah? So I'm going to draw it out. Well, these are all mystery boxes. What might... we must have a 5 in there somewhere in our answer. What is it? Same thing again. Picture these as mystery boxes. Yeah. The result must have the digit 6 and 1 in it. So in our answer, we must have a 6 and a 1 in there somewhere. Find 2 possible answers. And you can only use these 3 digits. Here we have Paul. We have a question here. Paul says, I'm thinking of a 4-digit number between 4,000 and 5,000. The total of the digits is 19. If I multiply the numbers by 14, I get the answer 65,000 and 70,000. What could Paul's number be? Find 2 possible answers. Very tricky question, but think about it logically. Pause or go back on each of those slides. And actually, I think it might be worthwhile for me to upload the slides today. So I'll upload it as a PDF for you. Answers. Here we go. Here's the answers for these ones. Pause the video, look through them. Here's the answer for this one. Pause the video, have a look through. Answer for this one. Pause the video, look through. Pause the video. Pause the video. Pause the video on here. Pause the video on this one. And pause the video on this one. I'll be really interested to hear how you got on with these 3 chili challenges because they are quite difficult, but I think some of you are really able to give the